Hello everyone. I am so glad you have joined me today. I love sharing my ideas with you and I hope I inspire you with today's creation. And here it is, a one color wonder using not one of my favorite colors, but I did it. And I did the inside and the envelope. Join me in the studio and I'll show you how. For my one color wonder this week, I have Colorful Seasons and Cajun Craze. From the Colorful Seasons set, I'm using that stamp. I have a scrap of Very Vanilla. I have 2 pieces of Very Vanilla that measure 4 by 5 1/4. I have a scrap of Cajun Craze and another scrap of Cajun Craze, but I wanted it longer than my card base, and you'll see why. My card base is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. I have my Very Vanilla envelope. I'm going to be using the Woodland Embossing folder. From the In the Woods framelits, I'm using that swirl. Actually, it's a swoosh. From the Seasonal Layers thinlits, I'm using the Lacy Leaf. And from the Layering Ovals, I'm using, excuse me, number 5 from in there. All right, so the first thing I need to do is to take my scrap of Very Vanilla and I'm going to cut out my oval. The next thing I'm going to be doing some cutting is I'm going to use this scrap to cut out some of these leaves, and I'm going to use this piece to cut a swirl. Okay, I got my pieces cut and I got my swoosh cut. To do my swoosh, what I did was I cut the top, and I don't even know how I did it, but I cut the top piece. It might have been this way, yeah. I cut the top piece and I made sure that this end was over so I would cut it off, and I cut this, and then what I did, because it was only going to cut to about here, is I then took this piece and I added it to the end to cut the next piece, and I did the same thing on the bottom. This swoosh is a little bigger, a little deeper, but that's okay. All right, now for my background, I'm going to take my Cajun Craze ink and I'm going to stamp my leaves all over. And I'm using 2nd and 3rd generation stamping, and I messed up, but that's okay. It's a handmade card. I am really messing up. Put this, and this, and this. Okay, let's see. Great, that works. Now, I'm going to attach this to here using some glue, and I'll cut off the extra. All right, like so. And if I flip it over, I keep dropping everything today, and I'm just going to cut this extra off. Like so. All right. Now, this piece I want to emboss, so I'm going to strategically place it how I want it to look, and I'm going to emboss this. That's going to be on there like that, and I'm going to use dimensionals to put it on. But before I do that, what I want to do is I want to put that on my card base. I have to tell you, this is not one of my favorite colors. I hardly ever use Cajun Craze. Probably about the only time I use it is when I choose it for my one color wonder. I struggle with using it, but that's okay. I will attempt it. Okay, there. Now I'm going to take some dimensionals, and I'm going to put them on the back of my card. And I need to cut some more. I'm just going to cut one so I don't have to worry about it. Take my backs off. Now, you could very easily do this card. All right, make sure my branches go up. It would not look good if it went down. And instead of using Cajun Craze for these, which I'm going to put on like this, you could, and I'm going to cut these stems off, you could easily use gold foil paper. Those would look really nice. Some gold foil on here. All right, so I'm going to put a glue dot right there because I don't want to stick my ends down. All the edges, I want them to kind of stick up for some texture and dimension. And right about there. There it is. What do you think, ladies? Thumbs up, thumbs down. And I did the inside in the envelope. All right, let's see what we're going to do next week. I'm down to just one or two ones. Okay, I have Tropical Chic, and let's find a color. Purple Posy. That's going to be interesting. I'm not certain how that's going to work out. I'll have to see how my pad stamps. If not, I'll be doing some creative stamping. If you like my project, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel using the button below. Don't forget to leave me a comment. It helps me out on YouTube. I have a Facebook group where I do Facebook Live on Thursday evenings at 7:30. Join us to see what fun we're going to have this week. I will give you a hint. It's a technique. If you do not have a demonstrator, I would love to be your online person. Send me a message and I'll help you out in any way I can. Have a great day.